Can a chatbot really help someone in crisis, or is it just going to make things worse? That's the uncomfortable question researchers are tackling in a new study on AI and mental health. I'm Sarah Gibson, a college professor and an AI strategist, and I help educators put AI into action. So in a new study, researchers gave ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini 30 messages from hypothetical people expressing suicidal thoughts. They compared how the chatbots responded to how trained clinicians would handle the same situation. And here's what they found. All three chatbots could sound empathetic, but that didn't mean that they were safe or aligned with expert care. Each one showed what researchers called an upward bias, meaning the models consistently rated their own answers better than human experts would. ChatGPT tended to give really polished and professional sounding answers, but often overestimated the quality of its work, missing subtle signs of risk. And Claude was the most restrained, closer to human judgment overall, but it still rated its responses too positively. And Gemini was the least consistent. It had large ranges of scores between strong and weak answers, and many of the replies were labeled as outliers because they didn't match clinical best practices. The biggest breakdown came in medium risk scenarios, cases where people weren't in immediate danger but still needed help. In those gray areas, all three models struggled the most, failing to probe deeper, assess intent, and guide the user towards safety. The takeaway from the research was clear. AI can mimic compassion, but it still lacks clinical judgment, and that gap can make a huge difference in a moments of crisis. It is an important reminder. AI can sound smart, kind, and capable, but it still misses context and nuance. And if a student uses AI to ask for help or a campus chatbot to handle emotional questions, we have to make sure a human is always a part of that loop. AI can extend access, but it can't replace the relationship or the responsibility. This week, I'm focusing on AI and fatigue and mental health, exploring all the ways we can use AI thoughtfully without losing what makes us human. Subscribe for more.